Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you in the course Academic Writing in English first level. And I would like to today to give you like about 1 hour as an overview of our course. This is the free session, and we have like a dialogue session for free, and this one is recorded session for. I will just go over the whole program for this course and give you some tips about writing, important things in writing also. Okay, let's start. First, my name is Mona Baker. I am an English teacher and I will be teaching you this course. So let's start our journey, going over the journey. I will start with this thing, which is the course content. We sent before in the advertisement the content of our academic writing in English 1 course, what we will be doing, and it will cover these 10 points. First one is critical thinking and paragraph writing. This is the easiest one, and this will be the first step to build on. Critical thinking is really important for writing an essay or academic writing because just saying your name, for example, if I say to you, hello, my name is Mona, I'm an English teacher, I have been teaching English for many years, this is not really a good start for academic writing. Maybe it's good for a paragraph of introducing yourself, but it's not really good for writing an academic writing as a university student or as a researcher. Well, critical thinking means you have to think critically and find the topic you want to focus on. After that, you have to build on. You should take one side of this point, of this topic, decide like, are you with or against? So after you decide which side you will take, and then you can decide what to write. So first, you have to be for or against, or you have to think if you're writing analytical writing essay, an analytical essay, you should think about what is the main point, what will you be doing after that. So it's more like organizing your ideas and be using smart ideas, critical thinking. For paragraph writing, this is the first step in actually in writing, and through the course and even today we will go through how to write your paragraph. After that, we will develop the outline, which is when you write a paragraph or essay, you should be starting with what? With planning your ideas, which this is like kind of critical thinking. And after that, after you plan your ideas, you will go and write your outline. If you don't write an outline and just start writing, for example, if your teacher say, write an article or write an essay or write a paragraph about swimming. So you will say, oh, easy, I love swimming, I'm a good swimmer. I can write it. You take a paper and hold your pen and start writing. This is not really what you should be doing. For example, nobody goes out. I will give you an example from our life. When we go out and from the house and go to somewhere, focus on this, because before I go out of my house, I would think about where I'm going. Oh, I'm bored. I want to go visit my friend. So I decide my goal, my way, direction, and after that I go down. I take the key of the car and start my car and go on the road. Nobody goes out from his house, start his car without knowing where to go. This is a journey of writing a paragraph. So for writing a paragraph, before you hold your pen or pencil and start writing, it's the most important that you know where you're going. What do you want to say in your paragraph or in your essay? How you will say it. Okay, so this is what we call it critical thinking. And as I said, when you start writing a paragraph, you will be thinking, brainstorming, and then you will put your ideas in organized way, which is called the outline. Third thing, academic essay structure. After we work on writing a paragraph and talk fully about it, so maybe after 2 lessons about this, we can critical thinking and writing paragraph. And in the course, I would like you to write a paragraph, and we can work on it online. just to see where the problem is. Maybe like everybody writes a paragraph, every one of us has some problems, but to tackle the problem we have to see your product. So in our course we will have part of it will be theoretical part. I will be explaining to you the rules and how to write and tips and things, and another part will be your work. You will be writing something and we will be discussing it online and trying to correct it together in our course Academic Writing in English 1. Okay, so after that, after finishing paragraph writing, we can move on to essay writing. And it's really, if you learn how to write a good paragraph, writing essay is not really big deal. You can do it easily if you understand how to start, like we said. If you know how to write a paragraph, easy to move to essay. You have to learn some rules and that's it. Okay, our third point, we said academic essay structure. We will discuss what is an essay, how do we write essay, what are the part of essay. So most important, writing a thesis statement in essay. We will talk about the body, a part of an essay. As you know, in essay we have introduction, body paragraphs or body part, which can be one paragraph or at least two, three, maybe. It's up to what you're discussing. If you're discussing a small topic, it can be one long, a little bit long paragraph, longer, for sure longer than your intro and your conclusion. Never ever write a paragraph where your introduction is 5 lines and your body is 3 lines and your conclusion 4 lines. This is not a good essay or a good writing, because we just introduce with 3-4 lines and finish conclusion with also 3 or 4 lines. But the topic you're discussing should be in the body part, and you should really fully discuss it. At least if your introduction is 4 or 3 sentences, 3 lines, the same for conclusion, your body should be at least 6 or 8 lines to make a good essay. Explain your point in the body. Alright, after speaking about the body part of essay and writing about them, we will talk about how to write introduction. I know you will tell me it's easy. What are you saying? I'll just start general and go narrow. So start from general statement or talking generally, and then go to narrowing your topic that you will focus on. That's easy, yes, but there are many ways or many things you can introduce in your introduction to make it attracting to your reader. You know, introduction is the first thing we read. So if it's boring, I will just say like, I don't wanna read to the end. Enough, I can tell from the start. Like you open a book, before opening you look at the title, and if you don't like the title, you don't even bother to open it. Alright, after that we will talk also about conclusion. Same way, introduction has rules and things you can include in, same for conclusion. Focusing on part of essay and the marking rubric. This is really important for university student or SAT exam, TOEFL exam student, because this is related to the corrector, the teacher or the person who is correcting your essay, what they focused on in the correction. Most marking rubric is what the teacher consider when he giving the grade. For example, a university student goes into a placement exam and he goes into the writing section, and there was a topic he really loves or she really loves, and write a great essay according to him or her about this topic. And then he goes out like, I'm for sure I'm gonna be successful, but when the grade is out, he will be surprised or maybe even shocked to see that in writing he got low grade or unexpected grade, not good one. And he say, why? This is not fair. The teacher's not really fair in correcting my paper. And he feels annoyed. I really understand this from our students at university, because they look at the writing essay different way. But teachers or correctors of essay, they don't look at it in personal way. So as a teacher, when I correct an essay for a student, I have to stick to the rules of writing academic writing. So I should look for context, organization, use of grammar, punctuation, and spelling, many rules that we should be following when we correct. And according to them, we will give the grade. So if a student say like, I wrote a great essay, maybe he wrote a great idea, yes, and he's really familiar with the topic. But when the teacher corrected the essay, it was full of grammar mistakes. It wasn't clear. Most students, like for Turkish or Arab student, they usually use their mother tongue in writing. They think in Arabic or in Turkish, and they start writing in English, which makes the English reader confused. They really don't understand what the meaning, what the student want to say. So maybe that's a great idea you wrote and explained in your way of explaining, which could be your mother tongue or not clear grammar or something, affected the understanding of the teacher or of the corrector, and that's what led to you having a low mark. So this is marking rubric is really important thing for it's good to know how people correct your essay, what they look for. If you learn it, it will be easy to avoid making a lot of mistakes. Okay, unpacking the essay question, kind of essay here. So when we write an essay, what are we trying to do? Argue, talk about something, explain about something, persuade somebody to do something for us or to believe in an idea we really support. It's up to what you're trying to do. Maybe we are trying to describe descriptive essay, describe something, a view or a picture or any idea we want to tell people about it. So we should know why we're writing the essay. Is it to persuade? Is it to compare? Is it to explain, analyze? These are the kind of essay, and we will talk about them in this course. Hopefully, after learning about writing paragraph and structures, we will go into the kinds of writing essay and how to discuss a comparative essay or a persuasive essay. Number 9 is the common grammatical problems in writing. There are common mistakes students make, and we can talk about them in the 9th step. This is the 9 point of our course. It's really important, and one annoying thing for me, I think, students or people who write don't know that a sentence in English, there's a rule. A sentence starts with capital letter and finish with a dot, a period. So most of our students, unfortunately, they don't know that, and I can see that even in Arabic, their mother tongue, they finish the sentence with comma and start another sentence, even without putting a conjunction. If you use a comma in English, you have to use a conjunction. I like apples, comma, but I don't like bananas, for example. So there are small things that really make your writing high quality or low quality, and I think with this course we will be able to focus on them and know what to do with them, and hopefully learn to write a great essay in the end. Okay, essay writing does and don't. I will go over some of them here for you in this overview of the course. So this is what our course is about. These things will be discussed in it. And let's move about what is academic writing. What do you know about academic writing? When we say I want to learn academic writing in English, means what is it for you? Well, academic writing is a term that includes many different types of text, ranging, starting from a research article written for publication in an academic journal to maybe an essay written for a university course or for exam. So we have many types of writing in English, of academic writing, and we can, 1 minute, I can look for one thing here. Kinds of writing are really different. So In this course, this is the content we will be discussing, but later, maybe in academic writing, in the second course of academic writing, level 2, we can discuss more things like, for example, differentiation between academic writing and the other type of writing. So if you're writing for a newspaper, it's not academic writing. If you're writing for a website, it's different. So we have to make this clear in academic writing in English 2, which is another course. After finishing this course, we can go to this second level. And also from the academic writing kinds that we will be discussing in second course is the forms and content of a letter, email, CV, report, how to write a CV, how to write an email, or how to write reports, case studies, literature review, content and process theories. These are all kinds of academic writing, but they are little higher level. So we won't be discussing this. This will be in the second course of academic writing, second level. For now, I'll go back. This is our course content. As I said, we're starting from simple things, from paragraph, putting the base things in its place, and after that easily we can go on to describe the higher level of writing, academic writing in English. Okay, features of academic writing. Academic writing has many features. Most important things when you're writing a paragraph, essay, you have to have a clear introduction, yani clear beginning, and in the body you have to put the main idea and discuss it fully in your body, which can be, if you're writing a paragraph, it will be in the same paragraph, but if you're writing an essay, it will be the body paragraphs, could be 1 or 2 or 3, up to what you're discussing, and up to your if it's a research, it can be 5 or 6 even paragraphs. It's up to what you are writing. Second point, you have to be clear. Yani you should be a strong point for the reader to come away with. When I read your essay or your paragraph, I should understand in the end something, a topic, an idea you're discussing, and I need to know exactly what you think about it. Also, you should have a clear evidence to support the point you're making. So if you say swimming is really good for your health, you should give me reasons supporting your assumption about swimming. And this is what we mean by this number 3. 4, in personal writing, that is, there is no use of the word I or me. Impersonal. Personal means me, we, this is personal pronouns. But when you're writing an academic essay, don't use I think, in my opinion. In your body paragraph, you can use your opinion in the conclusion, but not in the middle of your essay. And the better you use pronouns in your essay, the better your essay will be. We have two kinds of writing, subjective and objective. Subjective writing is full of emotion and putting a lot of pronouns like I, we, our. For us, this is not academic writing, this is personal perspective, and we call it subjective perspective of writing. When you write academic writing, you should be speaking as from outside. So people who will read your article or your essay, they will look at it as something, a fact, objective writing. Don't use I, me. We don't need to feel feeling here. We need to see ideas, facts, supporting these ideas and examples that make me objectively convinced with your writing. So try to avoid using personal pronoun to make your essay or writing objective, not subjective. Double-spaced Times New Roman, size 12 font. This is about the writing form, but this also can be different from organization to another or from university to another. So you better, when you're writing your essay or your research, to check on the rules of the writing in your university or in your school. Next point, stages of academic writing. When we try to write essay, like I said, we don't just go out, drive the car, and don't know where we're going. We have to plan. So this is the stages of planning writing, academic writing. First, pre-writing. What is it, pre-writing? Before we write, we have to think about the topic we want to write and try to generate ideas, which means brainstorm ideas about the topic. If you will write about swimming, what will you write about it? Research the topic. Try to read 2 or 3 or 4 articles, research something about the topic so you can widen your horizon when you're writing. You can have more ideas to write. Make an outline. So when you make your outline, you all set. You put your plan. You can drive your car now and start writing. All right, what's writing? When we put the outline, I will show you a little later how to write an outline. When we write an outline, we already have everything ready in our outline. So we already planned. Even if you write the sentences in your outline, as I will show you, you will be like you already writing your paragraph or your essay, but in the planning stage. After you plan, you put your ideas on the paper. That's called first draft. When your first draft is finished, you start editing. Well, what's editing? Editing is reviewing your first draft and making changes. Why do I have or why do I need to make changes, you might ask me. Well, you need to look at your paper again, because normally when a person is busy with one idea in his mind trying to write about it, he will be mostly busy with the idea itself, trying to explain it, but not focusing on grammar, punctuation, any other things, maybe even vocabulary. Because when your idea flow, you just go with it, which is true. You don't need to stop yourself. Put your ideas on the paper, and then after you completely finish with the meaning, the idea of your essay, take a few minutes, take a cup of tea or something, and come back to it. If you are in exam, I tell my students you should take 5 minutes rest if you finish with everything, or if you still have other sections. If writing is with other exam, with other things like listening, reading, or other part of the exam, you can go do something on the paper, exam paper, and then come back in the end to your essay and check it again, as if you are not the writer, as if you are just reading someone else's essay, trying to understand what you want to say. This really helps in finding your mistakes. Editing is really important. If you don't edit your essay, even if you are a great writer, it will be a problem. So edit your essay after that. If you are in only writing exam, sometimes they put writing is as a one section alone. Start by outline. Definitely start by outline, and then put your ideas as a first draft. Then take 2 or 3 minutes, close your eyes and relax. After that, start editing. So when we edit, what we look for when we edit, I will show you in a minute what is editing. After you finish editing, you can also look again, but this time you can look not from the beginning to the end. You can look from the end to the beginning and proofread your writing. What is proofreading? Proofreading is something like editing, but different a little bit. So it's like checking your essay or writing again, but in a different way. We will talk about it. So proofreading is the last point of your essay, and when you are finished, you can say, I finished writing my essay. Now, next step or next page will be, let me show you the difference between proofreading and the difference between editing, because it's really important. So let's start with editing and proofreading, this section. What is editors? Remember, editing is the stage after first draft. After you write your ideas, you have to edit it. You should look for, when you as editor, what you look for. Clarity of writing. So did I explain the idea in the right way? Coherence or organization. Well, my ideas about swimming, is it organized in the right way in the writing? Did I put something about swimming is a healthy way of losing weight, but then I jump to something related to swimming as a habit or as a competitive sport or whatever. This is not organizing your idea. You can't put two main ideas in one paragraph. if you're writing an essay. So you have to be careful about organizing, and editing is checking if you really used your outline the right way, applied it in your writing. Format, structure of writing, there are rules for how to write, you check them. Also you have to check for concise language usage. What's the meaning of concise? It's like detailed or maybe careful language. For example, I remember there was writing about a topic is the jungle. Jungle is the wild place of nature where you can see wild animals. You can hear noises about from monkeys, other sound of other animals. But the person who wrote the paragraph or essay just wrote, "I was enjoying the silence of the jungle," which is really not a big mistake, because here the jungle as a vocabulary doesn't cannot be silent. It's the wild place there. You can hear so many noises from animals. He should actually write the forest, silence of the forest, but the student didn't know the concise meaning of, or the difference between jungle and forest. So have to be careful about this. Also, other things. So what we do by editing, we check for meaning, ideas, format of our writing. But when we talk about proofreading, we just check this is, as we said, we finish with the idea writing, first draft. We checked our idea, if it is correct, if it's good with the outline, and then we can proofread for what? For grammatical mistakes. Many students forget to put he go. What is he go? He goes. This is really important. This is a big mistake, and this is from elementary level. So if you're writing he go and you are writing academic essay and you don't proofread it means like you really have problem with your grammar from the even basic level. So we have to be careful about grammar. Punctuation, which means question mark, exclamation mark, period, dot, comma. These ones has rules and we have to follow them. Starting with big letter, capital case or capital letter, capitalization, numbers, how to write numbers in your essay. Do I write them like number or like a word? Okay, so this is, you have to be careful about it. And we can go to where we stopped here. So this is about the stages of, these are the stages of writing. Most important, to make an outline, and after you put your outline in sentence, write it as sentences in your writing. You have to edit it, check your ideas, and in the end you have to check for, mostly students know their mistakes in grammar, or most people actually have problem with articles, the book, the things like this. So if you have, you know, your weakness, and you can check for them, especially in your writing. Now let's have some rules about what you should do, what you shouldn't do in your writing. Learn to write formally. Don't use informal language slang. Don't use spoken English. So, for example, if you're saying to a person, if you're speaking about a man, you know, Jack was kicked off his job. Kicked off his job is really not formal language. It's spoken language, and we can say formally speaking, because writing is not the language of the street, it's the language of writing, academic. So you have to use the formal language. And we can say Tom has been fired of his job. We don't say, oh, he's got the sack, he was given the sack, or he was kicked out of his job. These are more like slang, informal English. And in writing, we have to use formal language. Also, we have to use outlines. I just mentioned this before. Don't start without an outline. Don't open your door, grab your car keys and go and start the car, and you don't even know where you're going. This is a big mistake. Form and support strong thesis. Like we said, your essay should have a main idea, main topic, and I should, after reading your essay, I should know what do you want to say, or are you for or against the topic? Are you trying to persuade me about something, or are you explaining to me a descriptive picture of your holiday at the beach or something? Okay, so get feedback on your first draft. Normally, if you're writing at home, you can give your paper to someone else and make him read it for you and try to see. But if you are in exam or if you are working at home alone, you can give yourself, like we said, short time, grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and after that come and look at it again. Write your second draft. When you're writing your second draft, don't forget to edit and proofread. These are really important. Second draft is the final product of the writing, and that you will give to your teacher or you will submit in exam. Make sure you edit and proofread your writing before giving it to your teacher or submitting it in exam. Don't forget, topic sentence has to be first sentence in your paragraph. This is really important. If you're writing just one paragraph, your topic sentence, which has the topic and the controlling idea, should be the first thing I see in your paper, and then you can start building on it. But if you're writing an essay, which is completely different, if you're writing an essay, you have to make sure that your thesis statement, which is similar to topic sentence, but now we're speaking about essay, and you have to put it the last in your introduction paragraph. So last sentence in your intro should be what? Your thesis statement. If I am in exam TOEFL and I am reading and I don't have time to read the whole thing, so if they ask me in exam what is the topic of the reading, I can look at your intro and check the last sentence and tell them what is it about, what you are gonna talk in your essay. Never, never, ever write a composition in your first language and then translate it to English. And this mistake has been done by many students. Many students have difficulty, which is understandable, to write in another language. For me, when I write in Turkish, it's really difficult to have my ideas flowing and writing it quickly and nicely on a paper, because I will be stopped by the grammar or by the vocabulary in Turkish. So if I write in Arabic or if I write in my mother tongue, it will, and then translate it completely to the other language, to English, it will be really not good idea. Why? Because you will be just thinking. For example, I'll give you one student once asked me in this day I am going to play football, and when I looked at it, I crossed in this day and said today. And his teacher, why? But in this day grammatically means correct, and it means in this day in my mother tongue. He's thinking in his mother tongue means today. I said, yes, that's true. It's grammatically true, but in English we don't say in this day, because it doesn't mean this day, today. They use today for saying on this day. So the mother tongue can really affect us in a tricky way, and we maybe not even know it. And then we go out of exam saying, wow, I put my ideas in a great essay, and then be shocked when you see your grade or your results. So please be careful. Don't write your writing in your first language and then translate it to English. And the crime I counted as a crime is using Google Translator to translate the whole thing. Well, I just write in my own language, and Google Translator can do the job for me, and it will be a terrible job, believe me. Alright, so start thinking and writing in English to avoid being trapped into your mother tongue style. Now, learn to write formally. How to write formally, we just talked about it here. This is the first one. Don't write with slang, write formally. I will give you some examples. Don't use contractions, abbreviations. So if you're writing short form, isn't, couldn't, don't use them. These are contraction forms. And in formal writing, we don't use short form. We use long form, full form. So don't, say do not. Also, don't use slang, as I said, kicked off the job or given the sack, say fired. Don't use the first person point of view. You shouldn't use personal word like I, me. This was mentioned before as impersonal. You should write impersonal, which means you shouldn't write a subjective essay. You should write objective essay. People should listen to your essay as facts and try to convince them with your facts by giving examples, statistics, stories about it. So you can try to avoid using I and me and be more objective in your writing. So Let facts speak for you. Okay? Don't say I think the experiment shows, and say the result of the experiment. Imply. Remove feeling and stick to facts. As we said, academic writing is all about the facts. We don't give intense or emotional language in our academic writing, because we are addressing our mind, our thinking, not our emotion. We don't want sympathy here. We want people to understand the facts that we're talking about in our writing. Okay, remember, formal writing is crucial to academic writing as well as business writing. Even in business, people don't want to hear story and start crying. They want to do job, business work. So official letters writing and many other scenarios, everything formal, everything speaking about business, it should be objective, not subjective writing. Okay, second one, using outline, like we said, don't go out with your car without planning where to go. So you should write an outline, and it gives you outline. Really, believe me. Students say it takes time, teacher, and we don't have enough time in exam. I should start writing from the beginning. But if you start writing, you will be stuck in the middle, and you will be out of ideas and saying, what should I write? What can I add? Is this idea true in this paragraph, or should I put it later? But if you have an outline, you have the map, and you just go through the road. Think of writing like constructing a building. You won't start from the building from the top. You will have the base. You have to make a plan how to do it. So this is really important, using an outline before writing. Let's see what is an outline. This is an outline of a paragraph. So making an outline before you writing. What if, let's say, we will speak about swimming. I'm giving this example because I'm using it later in here in this lesson. My topic is swimming topic. Okay, theme. What I'm gonna write about is the topic. So what is the meaning of my topic sentence? Topic sentence is the topic, yani swimming, and the controlling idea, which is what you will tell me about swimming. Are you going to tell me about swimming as your favorite sport, or are you going to tell me about swimming as dangerous sport? What do you want to say about this topic? So what you are saying is your controlling idea. So when you write your, as I said before, topic sentence is the first sentence in a paragraph. If you're writing just one paragraph, make sure you're writing topic sentence in the beginning, so people will understand what you're talking about. What is this writing about? What this person will write about? Okay, when I read first sentence in a paragraph, I say, this person is speaking about swimming, and he will say, he will talk about or argue about swimming as competitive sport, as team sport. So I can understand what will come after this sentence from the controlling idea and from the topic. Okay, so I put my topic sentence in my outline. First thing, to decide on what are you writing about, topic, swimming, and also how or what you will say about it. So if I say swimming is a very good competitive sport for young people, so I will speak about swimming, right? What I will say about it, how it is good, a competitive sport for who? For young people, for the youth. Okay? So now I have clear idea about the topic sentence. Now I have to make ideas under this idea, which it's main idea for me. So this is my topic with the controlling idea. Now this controlling idea, let's break it into at least two main ideas. So we said swimming competitive. What you will talk about it? Competitive idea for young people, competitive sport. So why you think it is a good competitive sport? Give me two reasons. So if you say because it makes them work together as a team, you can put the idea here, and you can explain in this is main idea. You can explain in the minor ideas how it is a teamwork sport. What do you mean by a teamwork sport? You can also give example. You can tell a story about someone you know who is practicing swimming, and it's really affecting his life and skills in working with the team. Okay, so you choose. It's up to you. Like you can brainstorm your ideas, and this is kind of brainstorming and organizing your ideas in the same time. But these minor ideas, if they are one or two, could be one or two only, not three, maybe two, maybe three. They should be related together, and most important, related to this idea. If I'm writing about swimming as competitive sport, I won't go and speak about swimming as uh, school hated activity. This is not the same point here. Maybe you can put another main idea and speak about young people hating to swim or loving to swim, and give why, reasons why they hate, why they love, and give even statistics of students, number of students in schools in certain area where a study showed that students avoid going to swimming pool for many reasons. It's up to you. It's your paragraph, and most important for the person who correcting or reading, the reader, to find ideas organized in logical way and in order, and starting from a main idea, supporting your main idea, and then another main idea, supporting it with another minor or details. After you put your topic sentence here, you put just for main idea 2 or 3 words. You're not writing sentences. If you want, you can write, but if you say, oh, time is short, I can do that in exam, just put the main idea and 2 words here, 2 words here, just to remind you when you start your writing, like what you are going to write next. In the end, you have to have a concluding sentence, which is also about similar to topic sentence, but actually what they do generally, they just rephrase. Rephrasing the topic sentence is saying the same idea but with different vocabulary. Also, you can say opinion, your opinion. Here in the last, you can say your opinion, start the final concluding sentence. Finally, swimming is really great sport, and it can be a great way to improve your social skills, for example. So put your opinion. You can also say here only in the end, I think swimming. So you can give me your opinion, or in my opinion, or to conclude. So in the concluding sentence, you can use I or the personal pronouns. Okay, so this is a outline of a paragraph. Like we said, our journey starts with what? If you remember, start with outline, pre-writing. So after I put my outline, I put what I'm gonna write about, I start writing, and after your outline is ready, you can start writing your paragraph. I will just show you example of it. Okay, sample outline for a paragraph. So what is the topic? Competitive swimming. What's competitive swimming? This is swimming. Competitive here means competing, and when we go into a competing swimming, this will be like students or swimmers competing each other. But for kids, we're speaking about this topic, competitive swimming, and what I will talk about it's an ideal sport for kids, for children. Okay, so my controlling idea, I'm not gonna speak about competitive swimming in the world or how to do it. I'm just gonna speak about how it is a very good ideal sport for kids. So state your point of view and present your persuasive argument in your topic sentence. Competitive swimming is a great alternative to other youth sport. This is my topic sentence, and you can see from here that if you are a reader, you can tell this person is writing about competitive swimming. Okay, what they will say about it, how they will speak about it as alternative to other youth sports. So people do other sport, but they think swimming is the best. It's the ideal sport for kids. Your main idea one should give the main idea to support your topic sentence. So why it is great alternative to other sport for children or for kids. Competitive swimming provides the same benefit as other sports. So why I think it's ideal? Because the benefits of competitive swimming is same like any other sport. This is of course my opinion, but I didn't say I think. I'm using it as a fact, and I have to support my way of thinking. Like it's a fact, and I'm supporting it. So after I put my main idea number one, I'm supporting it with a minor idea. Why it is how it has the same benefit. It is good exercise and build muscles, so it makes you strong, same like other sport. So it has the same benefit. I'm just explaining I'm supporting my first main idea. Minor idea two, it promotes cooperation among team members, especially in relays. Relays are like when you have a team and you're competing, 4 or 3 swimmers competing to finish the distance together. So one start, one in the middle, one in the end. They work as a team. Okay, so these are my two main ideas, minor ideas supporting the first main idea. Now let's look at the second main idea. If you look here, the second main idea is we introduce second point of our argument. For example, competitive swimming provides some unique additional benefit. Yeah, in the first idea, I said it is the same benefit as any other sport. Second idea, I said it's even better than other sports. How? I will explain. Unique, like it's no one like it. Minor idea one supporting this one, that swimming is the best. No sport can give the same benefit. Swimming is an important skill that can be used forever. What that means? It means if I know how to play football, it's okay. But if I know how to swim, after maybe 5 years, I can still do it. If I'm thrown in a sea, it will be like life skill to take care of myself and save my soul in the water. But if I play football, after 5 years, maybe I will get more weight and I will be unable, my muscle will be weak and I will be unable to play it again. But swimming is not the same. You can swim, if you learn to swim, you will be able to swim at any time in your life. Okay, minor idea 2. Swimming poses a reduced risk of injury. So if you are if you swim or you practice swimming, if you are a swimmer, that will make you have less risk of injury because your body will be more flexible. I don't know why. This is supposed to be supported by example or reason when we write the essay, the paragraph, sorry. Third minor idea, as you remember I told you, when you have your main idea 2, you don't have, or main idea 1, you don't have to have 3 minor ideas, you can have only 2 and explain more about them. So swimming poses, minor idea 3, each swimmer can easily chart his or her own progress, which means if I am a swimmer, I can track my progress in swimming. For example, I can make a chart or something and say like in 1 hour I was able to swim this 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. I don't know how you can do it. It's different from one swimmer to another. And every month maybe with practicing, I can see my speed, so I can track my progress in this sport. It's easy. I can do it by myself. I don't need a trainer or a coach to tell me if I am doing it improving or I'm not improving. Last is conclusion sentence. So we have to conclude, yani summarize the 2 main ideas here, main idea 2 and main idea 1, or paraphrase the topic sentence. Remember before I told you topic sentence, which is in the beginning of your paragraph, is the same like concluding sentence, but paraphrased, which means you say it in different vocabulary, because we started with what we want to tell people, make them believe it. We gave them strong reasons why to believe in it. And in our first, for example, main idea, first reason, we support it by examples, by statistics, by other facts to make people believe it as objective, not subjective point. Yeah, I'm not telling people love swimming because I love swimming. No, this is personal. They won't listen to me. But if I say to them love swimming because it's really the best sport in the world, and I'm showing you through my ideas in this paragraph, they will try to listen to me, at least if they don't get convinced in the end. So I give them the reasons, and in the end I will retell them that swimming is the best sport in the world. And this is what concluding sentence. Just go back to the main idea and make it clear and focused in the reader's mind. We can do this by doing what? By summarizing the two main ideas, why it's the best sport, or by saying again in different vocabulary that swimming is the best competitive sport for kids or for youth. All right. So this is about writing a paragraph. Now, if you look here, in this one here, we have 1 minute. In this book here, we have some kind of like what I did here is I just took the paragraph we just wrote here, these ideas, small ideas, and put them in competitive swimming for kids. This is what? This is my topic sentence. I put it in red. This was here in the beginning. This one, competitive swimming. Topic sentence. Competitive swimming is a great alternative to other youth sport, and this is what I have here. Competitive swimming is the great alternative for alternative to other sports for youth. Then this is my first main idea. This is my first minor idea. If I go back, main idea has two minor ideas, remember? So I put them here, and after first one, it's good exercise and builds muscle strength. Why I see it as same benefit as other sport. I said it make if you a good exercise and build your strength, muscular strength. How does it build? Why? You have to use, after putting your minor idea number one, you have to put something to explain it or give example of it. So I'm asking here, explain in 2 or 3 sentences. Say how it is really good. My second minor idea, it promotes cooperation among team members, and give example. How does it promote cooperation? This was our second main idea. Competitive swimming provides some unique, this one here, it promotes cooperation among team members, especially in real life. So when you put your main idea and support it with first minor idea, you need to use here after this sentence in your outline. When you write it, you have to give example, explain what do you mean, say how it does this. So you have to say 2 or 3 sentences more explaining this point. The same for this one, and then you move to your second idea, second main idea, which is here main idea 2. Competitive swimming provides some unique additional benefit. So swimming has the same benefit of other sport, but also give you extra benefit. What are they? Swimming is an important skill that can be used forever. This is one minor idea. Supported. Give me how I can use it forever. Minor idea 2, swimming poses a reduced risk of injury. Also explain how. Each one of them should be explained by or supported by how, why, story, statistics, example, and after you finish it, you start your concluding sentence, as we said. So this is my topic sentence. This is my first main idea. This is my second main idea. The 2 sentences here in black are the minor idea in each main idea. Here also the second one sentence, and after every sentence, minor idea, I wrote how or explain, citation, statistics. For example, each swimmer can easily chart his or her own progress. Tell me a story or tell me how they do it. All right, so this is, I put them together with conclusion idea here. Topic, sentence, conclusion, main idea 1, main idea 2, minor idea 1, minor idea 2. And after that, when I'm writing, I can write them as this one. Competitive swimming for kids. Now my paragraph is ready. And you will tell me why you have two colors here. Well, before I was trying to show you the main idea, and now I'm trying to show you that this is my topic sentence finished, my main idea 1, and I gave some explanation. Also here the main idea, and this is the minor idea here. So after I put my main idea, minor, I give some details, like I said, explain, describe, give statistics, and then I put my second minor idea here, my main idea 2, and I put my minor idea 1 for the main idea 2, minor idea 2 for the main idea 2, and try to explain. This red one are what I added to the writing examples or something. So this is the shape of paragraph. Your title should be in the middle. And this is just an overview of the course we will be doing. And of course, like I explained to you in the beginning, we will be covering many things, but today is just an overview. I just wanted to give you an idea and what we will be doing in our course. In academic writing in English, if you find that this is easy, I already know it, I don't need this course, maybe you should not register with us and wait until we have the other course, Academic Writing 2, which will be speaking more about how to write literature review, how to write reports, emails, CVs, things like that, and more things. We can talk about it later. Now, our course for this time is Academic Writing in English number 1, and I hope you will enjoy it. Again, I am Mona Baker, the English teacher who will be covering this topic with you. Well, that was all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the best wishes. For one more thing I want to say, people who registered with us, we were planning to do an online courses, but which is good thing that a lot of people, big number of people applied for our course, and it was impossible to do the free version online with more than 200 people. So we plan to do a recorded session for the first one, that everybody can have access to it on our website or on the YouTube, or so you will get access to this. You will be able to listen and watch, and more than one time, because it will be there for everyone to see. And after that, we will have I think the link for registering for the session online, that we will be together talking and answering your questions, should be sent to you with this video by a link. You have to choose the best time for you to join the session, because as I said before, we have a really big number and we can't manage so many people, especially in the topic writing, because we need to make a dialogue together. So we will make many sessions for this, and in the hour of dialogue between you and me, after watching this video and registering the best time for you in the link they will send you, we can meet again for 1 hour. You can ask me if you prepare your questions, and you can ask me and I'll answer you. If you have anything about this course or any other question, we can talk about it. So I hope you are all doing well, and hope to see you in the dialogue free session. Goodbye.